What is going on, guys? How are we doing? We are here for another Thursday. We made it again, and man, we've got a nice little show lined up for you guys and everything. Last week we had a really good show. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but we had Dan with Boomerang Jets come and speak on behalf of Boomerang Jets and talk to us about a couple of things that they got coming out there. So really excited about that. But the whole cool thing about this is definitely going to try to get the span of airplanes that we look at a little bit, broader than the normal things that we look at. So trying to introduce a couple of new airplanes to you guys and some new things just to kind of show you a different side of the hobbies other than what we normally see, as the stuff we see behind us and everything. Good news came in. Got the landing gear. These are the V2 landing gear for that FMS Super Scorpion. So I've literally converted my V1 Scorpion into a V2. And it's very simple. So if you already have one, you just go get you a 8S setup, the EDF, ESC, go grab you a new pair of wheels, and boom, you got a V2. Same plane, everything. So man, let's jump down in here and let's do a quick roll call here. We got Mountain RC, William Cotton. What's going on, Mr. Cotton? How you doing? Haven't seen you at the field in a while. We got Daniel, Bill Wagner. Let's see, Daniel. I try to say that last name, but I probably chop it up. Let's see, Daniel Stedskow. We got Hamilton's Hanger in the house. What's going on? We got Hamilton's Custom Creations, guys. Good dude over there. I just talked to him on the phone earlier today. Good conversation. Got John Thomas, P51 fan, Bill Wagner, Flyer Mikey, Lionel Randall. We got a bunch of good ones. Iron Mover. Winston Brown, what's going on, sir? Let's see. West Hobbies RC. Here we go. And Dunstan, Henry, Rob Bender, RC Jet Pilot. Man, I tell you. So, happy freaking Thursday, everybody. You made it. We're in here. We did it. That's a good thing. So, there's been a couple of things that came out that we were going to talk about. Dropped a new video, and it actually was talking about that big Viper jet that I had. That was I want to say the third turbine jet that I had. So really nice flying airplane. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the video, but it is an actually pretty good video, and it came out really, really well. So, but yeah, if you didn't see it, I'm gonna show a little clip right here. We'll skip around through it. And then we're going to go on to our next topic. So here we go. Let's see here. And if you guys got questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment box, and I'll take care of them over there. Here we go. We got 32 people in the room. Let's give some thumbs up too if we can. And then we're going to do ask a question, have a question. So, all right, here we go. And we're going to set this thing up. And let's see here. Boom. And there's one massive jet that I want to talk to you guys about that I saw. Let's see here. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's check this out real quick. I'm going to jump to the comment section while we got that going. And let's go share that. And we're going to go big. Here we go. All right, skip the intro. This is a Viper jet, guys. So really cool. This is a 120 size, pretty big. And
it's gonna be a second flight.
If you watch the video, guys, everybody put a comment in. They said, "Hey, something fell off of your airplane."
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
I'm going to freeze it at about the 114 mark, and I know exactly what it is.
All right, brakes on.
So let's see here.
You ready?
Let's do it, man.
All right, we're punching on up. Cool seeing the heat come out the back right there. It sounds amazing. So you see it pushing off, and it's up. And right about the 114 mark, you see something actually fall off around here. And everybody's like, man, what is that? Well, let's take a look. Let's try it. There you go. You see it right there? Right there. Everybody's like, man, what is that? What was that? What do you guys think it was? I know exactly what it was. And we fly off of grass, so I'll give you a hint right there. But you can kind of see it right there coming off of there. Right? A little curl right there. Falls on down.
That was a sweet takeoff.
Much better,
That was a
right?
really nice flying Viper. I actually sold that one. So there's a
Making my
guy
Viper jealous.
that I know that actually has that. So he's got a really nice flying jet, guys.
You are up.
It flies really nice.
Okay. Still a little nervous on it, but you know, hey, it's a new
Really, I
bird.
was nervous.
Hey, man,
We'll skip
Some
around
nice
on it,
flights, just
but it's a
easy
really nice looking
revolutions,
bird.
guys. Nothing
You can see
spectacular.
it sounds
but
really good. Low passes are
This
nice.
is what you
on
do
that.
with your new birds. All right.
It's super stable
70%.
too. No gyro, of course.
Cutting through, very nice. Handles the
I
wind
really enjoy
extremely
those.
well.
We'll show how it lands. It came in really nice. That's a
Good on the
26-pound
power.
airplane, and it just
Man, she slows down
flies, guys.
good.
It's crazy.
Coming around.
It's crazy. And you get to see it coming
Landing
around,
flaps.
and it slows down really nice. That was about my third flight on this one. And there you have it.
Butter, baby.
It was absolutely no bounce. Look at that. It was just down. That sounds funny, actually. So, but yeah, man, that thing flew really good. So make sure you guys check that video out because it's pretty neat. So I'm jumping into the comments here. Let's see here. All right, so what was that? Everybody said, let's see here. Oh yeah, Bill Wagner. We're going to talk about that J-22, buddy. It's in the house. As a matter of fact, I think Jeremy's going to pop in here any minute now. Let's see here. Winston Brown says, was it a gear door? Nope, wasn't a gear door. Hamilton says, was it dirt or grass? Receiver hatch? Let's see. Did you feed your Viper Taco Bell? Was it dog crap? Was it a caterpillar? Oh, man. No, it absolutely wasn't. Yep, and Jeremy's in here, so cool. He's getting set up, and he'll jump in here and drop some cool information on some new jets coming. Guys, that was absolutely what Hamilton said. It was a tuft of grass, if you look at it. So our field was a little, the grass was a little long there, and those that nose gear kind of, it doesn't dig in, but it compresses down, and so it snags grass up as it's going. So that's exactly what it was. So somebody in the video pointed that out, that something came from the airplane. I didn't see it, so I thought that was pretty cool that somebody else saw that. So very, very interesting for sure. So we got a lot of good guys. I got some good eyes out there, and they saw it. So there you have it. We've got that new release of that FMS 64mm F-18 coming in the mail. It should be here any day now. I'm just looking forward to it because, that's a really nice looking bird. And, everybody's kicking off 2015 pretty hard, man. There's a lot of good airplanes that are coming out. And I think you guys that are waiting for some cool airplanes, you're getting some cool airplanes because we had some come out. HSD came out with an F-18, and I want to talk about that because I've been hearing mixed things about that one. But needless to say, it should be pretty cool. Excuse my coughing. It looks like I'm fighting a sinus infection again. It's just that time of the year, guys, and that just kind of happens. But yeah. So we're gonna talk about this one first, but I'm trying to pull up the picture of it so I can see your thoughts because I want to hear what you guys have to say about this this bird because I've heard some people say it looks funny, it's not scale, and so I want to see what you guys think. So I'm pulling it up right now as we speak. And let's take a look and see. Let's go here. Got it right here. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to jump into the comments and see what you guys are saying. So let's see here. Here we go. I'm going to pull that up right here. And let's see. We're going to share this bad boy. And there we go. All right. So take a look at this. So this is the airplane right here, right? Everybody's saying it looks funny, and I don't know if it looks funny or if the guy's just short or what, but when they do the side angle look, everybody says it doesn't look scale. And I don't know if it's short coupled right here. What do you guys think? And I meant to ask Chris about it, but I was going into Facebook groups and I saw, what some people were commenting. Some people were just downright disrespectful about the thing, but it's a very interesting airplane. It certainly doesn't look like the jet ruler that Banana Hobby has. Theirs looks a little bit bigger, a little robust, but I don't know. But it's just a different looking bird. Man, that's a character right there. And he's holding the airplane. He doesn't look very happy either. I'd be super happy. But it's a nice looking airplane. It looks like it's of good size. But I don't know. It doesn't look necessarily weird at that point. But this angle right here, it looks like it's short coupled. So I'm gonna jump into the comments and see what you guys think, because I was looking at some of the comments there, and that airplane right there comes with a 120 millimeter EDF. So an ESC, HSD jets, all HSD jet stuff. So, and that was coming in at $3,299, and that's all composite. So no foam, no nothing. That's all composite right there. So what do you guys think? Let's jump into the comments and see. Let's see here. So let's see. Let me see here. Let's see. I'm looking for the new HSD F-18 Super Hornet. Let's see here. Yep, we're going to talk about that. I'm trying to get Chris to come on the show, man. But he's been kind of tough. He works a lot. So Gooniac says the gear are wrong, and I was looking at that. He also says the nose is wonky. A lot of people are saying it just looks different, right? It certainly doesn't look like the one, the jet ruler. So I was just trying to compare and contrast. Not saying anything's wrong with that airplane at all by any means. It just looks a little different. Now, I know sometimes with these airplanes, they have to make them a little smaller or they condense stuff. But it does look, the nose does look a little stubby compared to everything else. And so what I'll do is I'll pull up this one, and then I'm going to pull up the Banana Hobby F-18, and then we can take a look at that and see exactly what is going on with that one, because it does look a little bit different, to say the least. Let's see here. So I've got that one all pulled up, and so we can compare and contrast on that one. And also for $3,299, is that something that you guys would be interested in? That's the main question. So let's see here, and we're going to talk about that. So, and again, that's the 120 millimeter SEDF, and there's the video of that thing flying around too as well. And it looks like it's fine, but it just looks short coupled. Here's the specs on it too. I'll share the specs with you guys and see what y'all think. I'm jumping into there. Oh, boom! What's going on there?
Hey,
made it, man.
What's going on?
Going?
Huh?
I said, how's it going?
Going pretty good, man.
Good, man.
Run out and get the family some dinner. So
I understand.
Everybody's set now.
I understand. A lot of people. Let's see. It looks like Disney planes, cartoon Alpha Bravo F-18s. It does look a little bit different. William says it's composite and is an in-runner motor. So there's no doubt it has plenty of power, because you see in the video, the guy, gives it the coals, and the thing just moves out. So what we were talking about was the F-18.
What are we talking about?
The F-18 that HSD Jets just came out with. Some people were saying it looks a little funny, so I wanted to address the the airplane. So here, I'll take a look at it. And that one's a composite and an EDF. So I'll get your opinion on there, Will, and see what you think. Let me see here. We have it right here. So this is the specs on it. And let's see. It looks like it's 44 inches wingspan, 69.3. Takeoff weight is 18.5 pounds. Man,
good. That's heavy.
It's composite, and you're going to get a flying time of 3 to 4. It's composite fiberglass. I mean, it's a big bird, but they all sold out. So they had some pre-production run ones. I guess they probably had maybe like 10 or 20. I don't know, but they all sold out. And that comes with the Hobby Wing 160 amp ESC.
It comes with a what?
Hobby Wing 160 amp brushless ESC.
Yeah, a lot of people are using that ESC, man. Yep,
I had it in my stuff, and it also has that 120 millimeter. That's a 10 blade SEDF. So,
that's
yeah, and that was the pre-sale at $3,299. So very interesting. Here's the video of it actual flying. What do you guys think? Does it look weird?
I don't too much care for the color scheme.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, they're playing that music, man. I got to mute that music.
Yeah, you got to cut that out.
Yeah, YouTube won't let you play music on there. But you could take a look at it and see. at one point he hammers on the power and it looks like it's flying good right here.
Yeah.
So it's got plenty of power. There's no doubt there. The best part was the landing. This guy lands this thing like it was on a carrier. It came in hot too, but remember it's a new airplane. This is a better video. He scored that one.
Yeah, he did good.
I saw one video where it came in hard. Look at that.
Really nice.
And there's some shots of it right there.
I think they could have put some better wheels on it. It shouldn't sound like that for the price.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the street or what, but yeah, it does look a little bit different. I'm jumping in the comments. Let's see. It looks like a Disney plane. Let's see. The wing core looks big or thick. And agreed, nose looks short. Proportions are off. Okay, yeah, I went over the wingspan. So, yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be, is it supposed to be bounty hunters? The front gear are definitely off. And so sometimes when they, these manufacturers, they'll make gear a little bit more robust than what they have to be because they know us guys that fly for grass need something a little bit bigger. So, but you guys are all tracking. Let's see here. It's HSD first in runner, a 120 that I know of. It is actually, that's a true statement. Yep. But it's the first 120 millimeter, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think they had the 120 for a while. It's just, I think they're just now going to an in runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing. All right, I give you more time.
And the in runner's putting out some serious power, I believe.
Close my door.
But yeah, he says I think it's the same fan. 120 millimeter S, that's messed up. My man Bobby needs to get some help tonight. First it was 2015. We're not talking about 120 millimeters. I know, right? It's crazy. I know. We're talking about it, dude. Let's see here. But yeah, it does look like it flies really well. And it should be pretty good. I
mean, it's supposed to be a Super Hornet, right? That's what they advertise it as.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Super Hornet.
William Lane, that's a good question. I wonder if that ESC is programmable. So the 160 volt ESC is programmable. You can change it. Me and Will, we own one, so we know exactly how those work. So yeah. Stoltz says, one way or another, it flies good. It's going to be good for everyone. Yep. And that's the thing. Like, as long as these airplanes keep flying good, we'll be to the good. It's just the gear and the nose is off. I would agree. The wing cord looks fine to me. So
I don't see any issues with the wing, but that nose does look a little stubby.
Yeah. Bill Wagner says for $3,300, I expect scale, proper looking gear and everything. Yeah, I would not disagree with you there.
That's what I said when the way it sounded when it was rolling on the ground. Yeah. I shouldn't hear that on a hard surface.
I agree. What do you think about that? Would that be something that you would get, Will? I mean,
I love an F-18. Don't get me wrong, but that price, man, that's a heavy price point. It is. I could go buy two Banana Hobby F-22s and come off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plug and plays.
I'm thinking like you could actually afford a real turbine for that price.
You can afford a turbine for that price.
Turbine jet.
Yeah, you get it. That's a turbine.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is for that price.
I mean, but you're talking about something that's gonna give you the same power output, regardless of how high or low the fuel is in the tank.
Right.
When you're dealing with electric, the more that juice runs out, the less you're gonna get that oomph out of it. With turbine, I've seen it. I haven't flown it, but I've seen it. And as long as it's got fuel, it's gonna give you the same thing throughout the entire flight until you run out of fuel.
Right.
Then that's when things get bad.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right, dude. You're not wrong. It's just, very interesting to see, that kind of stuff. Let me see here. And then, I think the price is okay. I'm sitting here looking at it. It's just kind of one of those things. But, yeah, so that was with that airplane. So, it's kind of interesting that price. It's not terrible. They also got a couple of other ones coming too. He's got a banner. I'll show you guys this banner. And they're coming.
I'm not eating edibles, Bill. I'm eating sweet tart ropes.
Sweet. Oh gosh, those are my wife's favorite. Check this out. So it is coming in a different couple of looks right here.
Okay, cool. So Now, if you look at the Blue Angels one, it looks more scale look. With the nose, you can see the nose doesn't look as stubby. For some reason, the Blue Angels version looks better on the nose.
Yeah, I just wonder if
I
it's
don't
like
know
an
if it's the
optical
paint
illusion or
lines
something.
that they got on there or what, but the Blue Angel look more scale-like.
Yeah, versus this right here.
Yeah, it could be the way they have it painted that makes the nose look weird.
Yeah, it could be. But I will say, I think I can't. I don't know of anybody else that has composite EDF jets of the 120
Girl,
size out just yet. I think he's the first person that I know of that comes plug and play.
but you know, I mean, I like the idea that he did a composite
Yeah,
EDF. I do like the idea that he did that. And I mean, that 120, don't get me wrong, that 120's got I've been
yeah,
looking at it today because I was thinking about getting that 120 to put in my Viper jet. And then I was going to move the 110 into a future jet that I'm looking to get. Yeah,
yeah,
you notice I didn't say what it was.
yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
But
Let's see
yeah,
here.
that 120's got some kick looking at the specs on it.
Hey, look, Radio Pilot said Will, aka the Weekend from North Carolina. That's funny. Said you look like the Weekend, the singer.
Whatever.
Awesome. That is funny. Somebody said, Will's eating edibles. Oh my God, Chuba Cheese. That is funny.
It's
Jeez.
ropes.
Yeah,
I have a
that is
sweet tooth
hilarious.
right now.
Let's see here. Oh, those ropes are pretty good. Man, I used to binge
satisfying.
eat those things. Man,
My daughters put me on this. Like, I didn't know anything about it. And I saw them with it one day, and they had like a big pack of it. And I'm like, what is that? And I was like, sweet talk ropes. I'm like, never heard of such a thing. I was like, you want to try one? And man, that was it. It was like drugs. I was hooked.
jeez. Dude, they are that good, by the way. I'm over here
they're good.
So here we go. So it says the price is fine for composite, but would pay more for scale F-18 like Banana is coming out with. Okay. So that's not a bad thing. I could understand that too. Let's see here. Gooniac says he thinks the nose gear is too far back. Let's see here. Bill says he loves those things, but he's a diabetic. And
I am too, Bill.
Let's see here. That's funny. Hey, it doesn't stop you from having fun, though.
Doesn't stop you from having fun.
Well, let's talk about this. The new Freewing 80mm F-22 Raptor. What do you think about that? Would you buy the 70 or the 80 for the price?
I definitely wouldn't buy the 70. I just feel like the 70 is going to be. I don't like the fact that the 70 doesn't have like the nice scale looking retracts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 80 it's got better scale looking on the retracts. Plus, I like the fact that the 80 has the doors that close over the retract over the wheels on the mains. Now, I do like that over the 90 that it has. It does have that. So I would probably get the 80.
You would definitely get the 80 for it.
I've seen some people flying them though, man, and they're coming in like stupid hot with those things. I mean, beating up gear like crazy. I'm like, what in the world?
Oh, no.
Like, why are you flying it like that? Like, but other than that, it looks like it flies great.
It does. Louis Motorsport says the 80 because the extra scale details and ability to rotate off of grass is all well worth it. So
yeah, I think I'm going to try the 80
for sure,
but not before I do the 105.
Yeah, you're not joking about that.
Yeah, not before I do the 105. I want that 105.
Hey, you tell BD Tennessee he's welcome on his channel anytime. I've had him on here before. It's been last year though, but yeah, you tell BD he's welcome any given time. Let's see here. Greener Shade RC says I have the 70, would buy the 80 over the 90. Everybody's saying they would buy the 80 over the 90. I think it just puts out more power. What do you think, man?
I mean, from what I was seeing with other people flying it, other than Motion, because you can watch Motion fly it, but these guys are already flying it before they put it on TV, or before they put it on before they broadcast it.
Also, it's $4.99, man. I feel like that's kind of high for 80mm.
I mean, not really, because if you think about the Rafale, it's up there too, and
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
true.
put out nearly the power that does.
Yeah, they say this one has a ton of power, so we'll have to see.
I mean, I watch it through they didn't intentionally go for a vertical, but I watched a YouTuber pull up with it, and it went up.
Really?
I think if I actually had it in my hand, I'm gonna see if it can. I'm gonna make it climb till it can't climb anymore.
I think the source of the power of this one right here is that in runner, that 2150 kV, man. That thing is
same one in the Avanti.
Yeah, it's powerful, and you've seen it too. You've seen that thing fly, so it's a performer for sure.
I would like to try it.
Yeah, and it's not a bad looking airplane. I mean, for the price, but I just kind of feel like that's a 499 is a little steep, man, for that 80 millimeter.
Well, they're probably trying to phase away from the 90s, or either they got something else planned up for the 90 mil that they're gonna do something different. Who knows? Maybe they're going to twin 70 to 90.
That's true. And they bring up a good point. It does.
They might twin 70 it. We'll give it thrust vector in. Who knows what they're going to do with that 90? Just because it's going away now. Look at the F-16. The F-16 disappeared for like what? A little over a year.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden it came back.
Yeah,
and
right.
it had air brakes, it had all this extra stuff, the lights, all that stuff going on with it. So
Rodeo Pilot says 80 millimeter all the day. Bill Wagner says hoping V2 90 millimeter F-22 8S, of course. Let's see. I love my Freewing F-18 90 millimeter. Let's see here. Guniak says I'm most likely going to get the 80. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the 80, man. I just think it's.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get it. I'm going to pull the trigger on it. I mean, because you got to think about it. At 80 millimeter, you can get a longer flight time out of it easier.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, Bill Wagner says he got 132 from his 70 millimeter F-22.
I don't doubt it. I mean, you saw I got what 160 out of my 90.
It says he got 117 out of the 80 millimeter. Yeah, that 70 just seems to be just a rocket,
Yeah, I got 160 out of the 90 that time.
Yeah,
and somebody TJ couldn't believe it. He had his 8S and my 6S outran him.
That's true. Yeah, you're right about that. 80K says, I think the 80 millimeter Raptor is the sweet spot. I agree. I felt the 70 was up until they came out with the 80, and then I was like, oh, well, here we go. So, but equally good flying airplanes for sure. So, hey, by the way, looks like we got a guest over here I'm looking at.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Are you ready back there? I don't know if he can see us or not.
Can you see us?
Here. Yeah, we got Jeremy Stolt in the background, man. He's going to talk to us about some of the new airplanes that we got coming out.
No.
We got to see. William Lane said the Freewing 2150 kV motor is a powerhouse. He's not kidding. I got one sitting right here, new in the box. So that one's going to go into something. I was going to drop that in that Avanti V1.
That's going to go into something?
Yeah. I'm going to drop it into that Avanti V1 and just call it a day, Let's see. We got Bashel Burgundy says, I have a bunch of 80s and 90s, and the 80 is just more balanced plane. I would agree. Will, you've even said that.
Yep, it is. I like the 80s for the balance, man.
Yeah.
You get speed out of them, and you get longer, long flight times without worrying about.
Yeah.
Man, I'm drinking this Starry over here, and it's making me burp. Yeah. But they get longer flight times without having to worry about hitting that LVC.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got the and also Eddie K says I think the 90 millimeter is more meant for 8S. I would agree. I kind of want to try that 8S F-22 they got, but I don't know. I just don't know, man. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I like the 6S. I've never tried the 8S though. Let me say it like that.
Yeah,
I've never tried the 8S, but I haven't been disappointed with the 6S F-22. Now, what was a disappointment that Freewing made was the 6S F-15. That thing was a huge disappointment. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the jet. It was scaled out. It looks good, but it took a lot of power to get it off the ground. And, I mean, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, you better go ahead and start thinking about landing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, because it's going to be out of juice soon. And that's on a 6,000.
Yeah. So that thing's really rolling out there, man.
Yeah,
That's really
yo,
putting
yeah.
all the
Those
power.
F-15s are sucking some juice down.
Jeez. By the way, we got Hamilton's hanger in here. What's going on, Hamilton's got the Hamilton's custom creations, by the way. He made this for the channel, guys. Check that out, man. That's pretty cool. All 3D printed. So if you want something cool like this, you can actually get up with Hamilton's custom creations and boom, you're done. So
Oh, he's got a TikTok channel too. So guys, yeah, check him out on TikTok. He's got stuff on there that he shows. It's a lot more in-depth, detailed stuff on there too.
Dude, he's got some really cool stuff that he's made, that he's really printed. I really like this though. It's kind of cool, you know.
He needs to drop the link on his TikTok link on here if he has it.
Yeah, hey, yeah, definitely do that, Hamilton. You need to drop that in there so the people can get that, you know. But I'm channeling my inner Mr. T right there. I don't even know if people even know who Mr. T is anymore. But you know what I mean? Maybe I'm showing my age. Bill Wagner says 8S over 6 is big thrust difference on my 90 level. 127, I get about 4.5 minutes of hard throttle on SMT 59s, 5100 high voltage dual packs. So,
but that's what I'm saying. He says he did 8S over 6S. And Bill, I'm not arguing with you. But if I hit 160 on 6S, just by balancing my fan, I mean,
yeah.
I don't get it. It's and I wish we had that recorded. Did we record that? We didn't record it though.
Yeah, I think we did record it, man. But we were blown away that airplane did that fast, and we were like, no, it couldn't have gone that fast. But remember, you not only did you balance it, but we changed the timing as well.
Yeah, I did up the timing. I maxed the timing out on it.
Yep. So, and it really moves out, guys. Let's see. Mike Chappelle says 8S flies like you would expect an F-22, 90 millimeter to. So that's good. So, and that's where that airplane really, kind of shows its power with that one. Because if you look at the price difference between the 80 and the 90 8S, it's really not that bad of a difference. And I'm going to show you guys that so you can kind of see.
Hold on a second, Bobby. Hold on a second. These guys got a really good point right here. Louis Motorsports, he said it first. The F-35 80, that is a plane they should be working on.
I would agree.
That is a plane Freewing should be working on.
I would agree.
Either Freewing or Banana Hobby needs to jump on that.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that they would sell F-35 80 mils like hotcakes.
Dude, that's like the most wanted airplane.
Yeah, it is.
Ever.
That and a SU-57 and a 2070.
Yeah. I mean, do you know how long I've been asking for something like that? Like that airplane right there? There we go. Man, I've been asking for like an 80 millimeter or 90 millimeter F-35 forever. You know?
Man, I'm telling you, 80 would be the perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
The cost wouldn't be high, and you're gonna get, like I said, you're gonna get the longer flight time, and that sucker's gonna move out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, I would definitely think that it would have no problem selling for sure.
Yeah, there's a question in there, Bobby.
Let's jump in there. Let me look. Let's see here. Let's see, 80 for sure. And let's see here. There you go. Need for Speed. He says, Will, can you quickly explain increasing in the ESC timing? Oh, yeah, that's easy.
So, I mean, basically, it sums up to this. The higher the timing you get, you're going to get a little bit more speed out of it. But you make a sacrifice on how long your flight going to be. Because if you're pegging the throttle at a high timing, you're going to definitely have a lesser flight, because you're pulling a lot more current. But the lower the timing, you're going to get a longer flight. It's just not going to be quite as fast. However, you're still going to get that good push right off like when you first throttle up, you're going to get that good push with a low timing. So you're going to have that thrust that gets you off the ground, but it's just not going to be a good top end. If you talk with Guniak, he can probably definitely give you a lot more in-depth detail about it if you want to go real deep on it, because I've had a conversation with him about timing before as well. And man, I didn't think that conversation was going to end. but but it was me and him was just going back and forth about it. But but he can definitely give you a really good lesson on timing. I do know that now. I have had the one time where I've had my timing up high, and that was my Stinger 90. Remember that, Bobby?
Oh yeah, I remember you cooking that bad boy. Yeah,
I burnt the motor out with my timing high and SMC high voltage. If you're running SMC high voltage, I wouldn't recommend running high timing.
Yeah.
Not unless you're ready to set something on fire.
Yeah.
Not knocking SMC high voltage. It's just the two just don't mix because you're already pushing that ESC, and then you're giving it a lot of extra juice to push that to go into it. It's just going to be a lot. So
yeah, and my understanding of timing, because like when I had the big EDFs, the AF models from Banana Hobby and everything like that, the timing really changes like the distribution of power at the top end. Really, that's where you really notice it. So like a higher timing will give you like shorter. Yeah, it's a shorter burst of power.
Yeah, it's going to give you a bump of power in the higher RPMs of the motor.
Yeah.
Where a lower timing, that's why I say if you got a low timing, you'll get a longer flight time, but you're going to get a lot of that. Yeah. A lot of that bump right in the bottom end of the motor's RPMs.
Yeah.
Where mid timing is the perfect spot.
It is. It's like that mid range. It's kind of like your car. Like, if you have high timing, that means you're driving at like high speed. You got the gas pedal all the way down. It's just going to suck fuel, inefficient, that kind of thing. Your low timing, you're driving, it's low and it's a low speed. So you're going to get efficiency and endurance out of the car. Mid is going to give you that nice balance, like you just said. So you want to find that mid range. And if you look at the manufacturer's spec on some of these end runners, they tell you precisely what not to exceed. But it is important to, if you do high timing in the summertime, you want to be very careful because you can cook that motor, just like Will was telling you. So I hope that helps. Now, without further ado, guys, we got Jeremy Stolt in the background, and he looks like he's ready. He's got some new airplanes you guys have been asking about, and so they have landed. Not only does he have the J20, but he also has another airplane that you guys have been asking about. So, and before we switch to him, we got 60 people in the room watching right now, man. That's a ton of people. Give us a thumbs up if you can, and we're going to keep this good stuff going. But without further ado, Jeremy Stolt, guys, what's going on, Jeremy?
What's up?
Well, what I'm actually doing is sending Bobby some pictures.
I'm looking.
Okay, got some pictures. Sorry. Fresh off the press, right out of the actual camera. I just got done flying, so I ended up getting out here as fast as I can. It looks like I'm a little blurry. Is that the truth?
Let's see.
A little bit.
Just a tad bit, but not much. Hey, while you're getting that taken care of, can I show those pictures there, Jeremy?
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, that's very good. Can I show those pictures?
Go right ahead.
All right, guys, check out this, guys. Y'all gonna like this. He's got it right there in front of us. We've been waiting for this bird for the longest time. Boom, here we go. Check that out. That is cool.
It's kind of huge.
Yeah, it's got big. It's got lights down there. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's got lights on the top and bottom. Look at it.
Oh, look at that, man.
Uh-oh.
Were we supposed to show that, Jeremy?
Were we supposed to see that?
What'd you say?
What were you not supposed to see?
Was it the F-18?
What about the F-18? No, go ahead and share that. Let's talk about that too.
Hey, check that out, guys. Hey, while we were talking about the other one, look at the nose on this one now. So this looks pretty correct. And look how scaled this one is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That looks like an F-18.
It definitely looks
like an F-18.
It looks so good. Look at that. Man, that's a good shot right there. Man, that is right at the rotation. That's a good shot. And there you go, guys. So look, now you can see. Look at this right here. This shows you in comparison of what this J20 looks like in comparison to all these other. These are, I think they're the turbine versions of the F-22, right?
If you can make that larger, make that the main screen. You can show, and we'll show you what's going on.
Let's see here. I can't make it any larger than what it is.
All right, fine. All right, so you got the J-20, you got a Freewing F-22, and then you got the AF model Raptors right there behind it. So you can see kind of size. So a little bit of subjected look, but realistically.
Yeah, it was because of depth.
Yeah, depth. I want to make sure you guys know. What we found is that it's actually about an inch or two longer than the 90 mil Raptor. So
Yeah, I was gonna say that thing's huge, man.
I think 4'10", I think is the answer.
Here, I'm gonna share that picture with you guys. I'm gonna add the picture so we can see it. Let me see.
Wait a second. What is this? Is this initialization or something going on?
This is a flex mode.
Check that out.
Really?
I don't have any other idea of how to explain it other than that it's to check and make sure that your servo travels are unrestricted before you fly. You hit that
How cool
button,
is that?
make sure all your servos are doing everything that they need to for min max, and you're good to go. So trying to learn this airplane without a manual. So we're having some fun.
Man, I want that jet. Send it to me.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool.
Fly it over to my house.
It's definitely a neat looking bird for sure. What are your thoughts on it, Jeremy? Now that you got it actually in your hands and everything.
Okay, so we got 6 flights on it today.
And your volume is a little distant, by the way.
A little distant. Make sure. Sorry, guys. We're trying to get this running.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Let's see. We'll turn this up.
Me and Jeremy switching roles today. Usually I have technical difficulties.
Well, and I'm wondering if some of the settings are not right exactly, but we'll get there. Or it's trying to block the sound from this, maybe. We'll see. I'll try to put the mic up closer. How about that? Is that better?
Let me see. Mary?
Anything better?
Still
It
sounds
sounds about the same.
No.
Yeah, still echoey and distant.
But that's okay. I mean, we can
Yeah,
keep moving on with it.
I think people can hear you. It's just you sound distant.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll just whatever.
There you go. Yeah, it's fine.
So essentially the airplane is it's unlike any other airplane that I've flown. It has a long coupling feel to it so far, but yet the airplane handles it well. It's different. I don't know how to explain it. You got essentially a Eurofighter, a Mirage, a Gripen, an F-22, and an F-35 kind of all together.
It's just one big wrap.
It's its own character. That's the thing. So we're learning things. We're learning rates. We're learning how we want it to be, what we want to do, all that, all on our own here. But you got all kinds of ranges of options on there. But again, this comes with an internal controller that is essentially it puts all the stuff into certain mixes for you. So they try to simplify it to where all you do is elevator, aileron, rudder, and everything else kind of already does its own thing to simplify it for you. So you're not having to sit there and go, well, I need to mix this, mix this, mix this, mix this to equal this. It already does all of that within the airplane. The airplane comes with an internal gyro already with it. And so that internal gyro in there has a low, high, and auto level option. And so you got all of your fun on here to be able
It's
to.
kind of cool.
But yeah.
I like the rudder.
I do too.
It's pretty cool. What I really like is the landing gear. The landing gear is pretty dang awesome on this thing. So I'm going to try and lift it up and show you the landing gear so you guys can see that off straight in front of everybody. So again, like I said, we've got 6 flights on this. Every landing so far has been a very, very decent landing. I sent you some videos there, Bobby, if you're able to show those.
Yeah, if you want me to. I've got them. Yep. All right, here we go.
Show the airplane real quick. Let's show what a couple of little clips that I was able to quickly get to you.
All right, guys, here we go.
Good Lord.
Yeah, man. It's certainly not lacking power.
Just screaming.
Well, I just want to make sure you guys know this is the first Flyfans airplane that comes with in-runner motors inside there. So they are actually a 3060 by 2000 kV motor, 12 blade EDF setup, dual motor. They come with 80 amp ESCs in there, and it's got an 8 amp BEC with it too. You've got 9 9-gram servos, and then you've got 2 17-gram servos, so that they are actually able to run the rudders or the verts a little better. The verts are a whole flying stab type setup, so the whole thing moves versus just like an actual rudder. So the whole vertical moves, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
We flew on 5200 MAW packs today, and it seems pretty good. And we were able to get 4 minutes on one flight, but we landed with 16%. So
wow.
I would not recommend a 4-minute flight, is what I'm saying. I would say probably keep it at 3, bring it in safe until you know your batteries. That's the big thing, your batteries, whatever you guys fly.
Wait, this thing's a twin?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Twin what?
Oh, yeah, you didn't know that. Twin 70s.
Really?
Yeah, it's a twin 70 millimeter, sir. Take a look at that. That's some business back there.
Yeah, that's some business.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
In runners too.
Awesome setup in there. Let's see.
So, Jeremy, how much do you think that weighs, like in your hands with the battery in there?
Actually, pretty heavy. I'd say probably maybe 13 pounds.
Does it feel like it's lighter than the old SU-30s?
It feels very similar to those SU-30s.
But the motors that are in it are a lot more. Uh-oh.
It's like a fell down there. We didn't hear him scream, so that's good.
Whoops.
Yeah, we didn't hear him scream. So while he's over there trying to figure out, there he is. He bounced back up. All right. There he is.
Did you throttle up?
Yeah, I think he accidentally hit the throttle. He pulled a
trying
Bobby.
to hit the rudder and trying to look at the screen to make sure it's showing.
Wow, that's funny.
We have fun on this channel, if you guys don't know.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Having fun.
Gotta have fun.
There's your verts, pretty awesome.
That's nice. I like that.
And you got it's got crow brakes. So
Oh, it's got crow.
you guys remember the
Rafale.
the crow brakes? I don't know if I enjoy these or not, but we'll see if we can make them better as of right now.
Yeah, I think they could be, the ones on the Rafale, the way it came, it was a little it didn't have much movement when you use the crow.
It's a scale.
You get much authority at all.
I think it's more to help the airplane slow down after you're on the ground.
Right. It's not to help slow it down while it's in the air.
Yeah,
On
correct.
approach.
Jeez.
So let's give you guys a gear swing without trying to launch the plane off my shoulder.
That's a really big plane, man. When you look at it at the scale.
Yeah, it is.
I'm jumping into the comments.
There you go. Yeah, all the comments are Jeremy died. That's why we.
Yeah, that's
I know,
hilarious.
guys. I'm scrambling to try and get this out here for you guys.
Hey, Jeremy, what's the wingspan on that one? People are wondering.
Let me find the tape measure. Let's see. Yeah, tape measure. I'll get the tape measure. So
And I could probably pull that up if you want.
Canard went.
Yeah, from canard to wing, I guess.
All right. So survey says looks like about 37, 36, 37, somewhere around there. Look, eyeballing it. About 36 and a half.
That's not bad.
So that's what 900 or so millimeters, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
a good size.
36 and a half. It's not bad.
Need for Speed said, "LOL, that jet mashup is the most Chinese thing ever." It is. It's like they took all the European stuff and just threw it in one plane. They were like, "There, we're better than you guys." So,
All right, so
very interesting. Bastille Broken says, "Only run my Eurofighter for 2 minutes, including landing. So 3. Ah, that's crazy. I'm getting like 4 minutes on my Eurofighter."
Yeah, you're fine.
lengthwise, I'm actually on the end right there, and I'm showing just about 5 feet. So
That's a long joker for a twin 70.
So that's 1510 is what the little box is saying behind there.
Hey, Jeremy, somebody said Banana Hobby has a scratch and dent J20 available now. That's funny.
Hey, I'm going to test it. However,
that's right. That's right.
If it dings or whatnot. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. So,
William Lane says I have the B1 version with the twin 70s, and it flies great with about 200 flights on his B1.
Yeah, you're getting numbers. I mean, every one of mine are having a good time.
That's just a really nice looking bird, man.
Let's see these gear. He's trying to show us the gear. Let's see these gear.
All right, so I'm going to just try and balance this. So you guys want to see?
Don't hit the throttle.
Yeah,
do you have a throttle cut on that thing?
I do now.
Yeah.
That's neat.
There you go. All clean, all slick.
And it didn't take forever to go in or come out either.
So I'm going to activate it and try and get a better angle on there.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool. That's cool.
It's pretty neat. Now, what do I think people are going to do? I think people are going to end up doing their own thing where they're going to disconnect whatever they want, put whatever they want, and they're going to end up mixing and tweaking and doing whatever.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to throw a 10 channel in it and pull that Benson box right on the beginning. But let me say it like this. I'm going to fly it out the box first. Right. I want to see how it flies out the box.
Can it?
And then
modify 80s? Man, I don't know. See that people, I don't understand twin 80s on there because now you got to put 2 batteries, or you're going to get a minute flight. I don't see the convenience of that, but can you do it? I'm going to say no, but prove me wrong.
Right. Hey, anything's possible if you believe, I guess.
You got to have the battery base for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So battery space. The battery is all the way in the very front up here, and you've got an area from right here to about right here. Don't know if you can see that.
Bobby got the comments up over here.
All right. So the comments of the battery trays, you got an 8-inch bay inside there to put whatever in there. So what does that mean? I would say I would probably not go more than like a 6,000 mAh in there, but CG wise with the 5200, it flew pretty good. It didn't have any problems on landing. It didn't feel like it was too heavy on the nose, and then in the air it didn't feel like that. So
now, how fast do you think that thing was cruising? Were you able to get it to like full throttle or no?
Yeah, we were able to get it full throttle. It is
just guesstimate.
maybe like 120.
That's plenty. That's plenty fast.
And again, I'm probably playing a little soft on it. It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty quick, and it's got climb for days.
Really? Unlimited vertical, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say unlimited, but it's definitely got a lot. I mean, enough.
It could cross the 400.
Enough that it just blew away a whole bunch of boxes I had behind my door.
Plenty of thrust.
It's got some pretty good power on there, and I was impressed with that.
Well, I can't wait for you to further test that thing and get it all dialed in, and then report back your findings and release it.
Landing too. Did you get the video of it landing?
No, I didn't. I looked. I didn't see it.
Let me take a look and see if I can find that. But meanwhile, we also have, like I said, this MiG we can talk about too at the same time. Essentially, it's the same MiG that you guys have all been used to, except for it's got the better servos since we've taken it over. The landing gear is the same. The power system, the motor is the same, but it's balanced now. And then the ESC is actually better than what it's been.
It also comes with a guy on top of it.
And yes, we got a pilot riding it. But now it's in red. The biggest thing was people couldn't see it certain times with the silver. And so the biggest complaint we had heard was sorry, it couldn't see anything. Everything got moved. Biggest complaint that people were saying with the silver one is that it's hard to see at certain times.
Oh yeah, that's true. Once it gets further out, man, you start turning. Yeah, I could understand that. I had the blue and white one, which I really enjoyed. So,
But
hey,
you know
Jeremy,
something, Jeremy?
people want to know when the pre-order is.
We want to make sure it's right before we even attempt to get you a pre-order on there. So we're going to do it as fast as we can. Like I said, I got 6 flights on it. There are some things I want to make sure that they get into the manual right. And then I just need to run it through the ringer and see if anything has any issues. Because if it has any issues, we don't want you guys being beta testers. That's not how it works. That's what I'm here for. Is I'm here to run it through the ringers and try and get it to fail. And if it fails, then we can try and fix it and move on. Yeah. So please be patient. We're going to get there. We are trying to give you as much information as we can on it. We want you guys to be familiar with it by the time you get it. That way you're not like, wow, this thing is overwhelming. We're going to try and help you with, look, this is how we've been doing it. This is where the success is. So.
Yeah, that's and see, that's the thing I always tell about Banana Hobby guys. Like, you actually have somebody testing the airplanes. And you just heard from his mouth. They're not going to release anything. They're not going to do a pre-order without them vetting this airplane and making sure it is exactly what it is and what it's supposed to be before it hits people's hands. And you just don't hear that a lot. Like, you don't ever hear from a lot of companies that they're doing that kind of thing. So very neat to see and to hear too, Jeremy.
Landing video coming.
All right, let's take a look.
This was the first of the landings.
Oh. All right, let's get this one.
No music, so there's not going to be any strikes.
All right, no worries. I appreciate that.
But again, like I said, we're working hard at it. We're going to run it through the ringer. We're going to run it hard, but we're also going to capture media so you guys can see things, see how it is. Enjoy it through our perspective at first, but then eventually you like I said, you should be familiar with it enough that you can say, look, I've seen this fly. I know how it should.
Right.
I've seen how they're landing it. This is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
And that's the benefit of us having this channel and talking to you guys. And people can actually see this before they go spend their hard-earned money to see if it'll actually, work out for them or not. All right. You ready?
And price point, I mean, it's going to be like any other twin 70 mil, right?
Yeah.
So look up what all the twin 70s are about. Get it. You're going to probably see. So.
Yeah. All right. I got that video keyed up. So let me get some of these banners out the way and we'll take a look at it and we should be good, man. We'll just boom. All right. Let's take a look at that video, shall we? And here we go. Nice. How that land. I like how that lands. Cool. Nice. Wow. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Well, I forgot to tell you about a cool little option on this.
What's that?
Oh, it does not have thrust reversing on there. Okay, I actually think thrust reversing is actually annoying.
Yeah, I don't use it. I never do.
You can add brakes to this airplane. They actually have the brake wires actually pre-installed in the airplane. So it's an install, connect up, add your battery connection to it, put your wheels on, and you now have a brake airplane. So
that thing is fully loaded. Fully loaded.
You got all aluminum landing gear, not just the oleos, not the struts. You literally have aluminum retracts also. Yeah. So you're not breaking them out the back like a lot of other airplanes do.
Jeremy, I'm sure somebody out there is going to drop them hard enough to break them.
Oh, for sure.
that always happens. But at least
they're not going to complain, but it's really their fault.
They're gonna say the landing gear weren't glued in properly. Hey, by the way, how much elevator did you have to pull roughly for the landing? That's a question you got on the 6 flights.
What I have set here, I mean, literally, I just came from the field. That's, you know what I mean? This is straightforward answers. This is where you're at. So if I remember right, so it's about 3/4 of an inch or so.
Oh yeah.
Like getting a measurement out and going, well, you know, technically it's, you know,
yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I don't know what to explain besides I don't have my digital caliper out. Oh, I guess I could do this. Forgot I have that. But let's see.
Let's check the throw. That's the way I do it.
Yeah, about 3/4.
Okay, that's not terrible. That's plenty. And with the little throttle mixed in there, yeah, no problem at all.
Well, if you heard, that was pretty much glide in.
Yeah.
So
nose up attitude. It looked really good. And by the way, while we're over here, you know, you sent me some video. Might as well go ahead and sneak peek that one too. Take a look at that. What in the world is that? Look at that bad boy. Well, how about that?
L-39.
Do that to me.
What in the world was that, Jeremy?
That is another airplane that we are going to be kicking out of the field.
Man,
we just got either 6 or 8 flights on that airplane today, and it's awesome.
Dude, I was actually talking to Jeremy while his son Kyler was flying it, and it's an amazing flying airplane. It's so smooth.
He got the live stream Facebook Messenger video of my son just ripping that thing.
Yeah. And then came in for like an ultra smooth landing. So it's just crazy to me. Crazy.
That is our new Jet Ruler L-39. Available in several schemes. We're going to have our own custom schemes. It's powered by a 140 Newton Sweewind, and that thing's got gobs of power. Gobs of power.
All right, guys. Look, we're at the end of the show. You got a question? Ask a question. That's it. Let's go. Fire away any question you may have. All three of us right here will do our very best to answer it. So let's see.
Just don't ask us for money.
Yeah, just don't ask us for money. We can't do that. There is none of that left, unfortunately. Let's see here. Big sales on FMS. You can use that code right there. $10 RCPR.
The canards are aileron too. You see that?
Oh wow, man, that thing is highly aerobatic.
I bet you it twists like a drill bit.
Yeah.
So again, as of right now, from what it seems like, is that Fly Fans is making this airplane very user friendly for a average pilot. So you can plug it in and fly this airplane. Again, our advanced people are obviously going to take this thing to the super next level. You've got all kinds of abilities with this airplane.
Yeah. There's going to be people hovering them like this.
You've got all kinds of abilities that this thing should be. I mean, look, this is what the servo travel is allowed.
It's crazy.
So you've got a ton of ability to modify, adjust, fine tune, however you want to call it, and make this plane more personable to you. So again, we've got to cater mainly to as many people as we can, and that is the average community. Right, that wants to try and fly it, give it a shot. So that's where this is getting catered to as of right now. But again, the big thing is this is different. Not another F-16. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's completely different. There's nothing out there like it. So, hey, we got a question. What's a good first EDF? The Fly Fan 64mm L-39?
Oh, yeah.
What do y'all think?
That thing's inexpensive and amazing.
Yeah.
And you get all the features. You get all 6 channel options. I mean,
Yep.
you can't beat that thing. And if you crash it, you're like, I'll get another one.
Yeah, Will, what do you think, Will?
Oh man, I was just talking to you about it just earlier, and that's an amazing flying jet. It's the 64 that handles like a 70.
I would agree.
Yeah, that's a good airplane. I mean, I'm not, I'm with Banana Hobby. Okay, let's cover that up. What is my most recommended EDF to tell people? For the longest time, it was always the Freewing L-39.
Yeah.
It's a big baby, right? It's very capable, trailing link landing gear, very forgiving.
Yeah.
Now we've got that 64 millimeter one, and it just like echoes the same thing. L-39s are amazing.
That's the same thing, and it's not as cost effective either.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is, I mean, you get a $200-ish airplane with retracts, lights, everything you want, and now it's an inexpensive option. So more to come from Fly Fans, as we've got a lot of really cool things that are going to be coming.
Man, yeah, you got some cool stuff coming that I think nobody else has.
They're going to be taking their time and making things cool, right?
Yep.
Things you want. We don't want boring, so we're not going to be doing typical same stuff. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
We've made things, and then we've gave up things. So we've made airplanes, and we've decided not to do them because we didn't find them to be adequate for what we want. So
yeah.
There's airplanes that are going to be coming out from other places too that we were like, no.
Oh yeah, there's a SR-71 coming. Well, I guess it's coming. So we got some cool stuff coming like that, and some other things coming out. So hey, Gary S wants to know, will Banana Hobby carry the JR Gripen, the JAS 39?
They do have that, don't they?
Yeah, we already have that one.
I mean, that's on the website. The answer is yes.
There it is. Let's see. I don't mess with anything under 80 millimeter to twin 70 millimeter, even though I do have one twin 64. So, hey, options, man. You just get options. That's pretty much it. But
again, that's the thing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of really good brands out there.
Yeah,
we're not just the things that we put out at Banana Hobby. There's a lot of really good brands out there. The more that anybody comes out with is just options for everyone. That's the thing. The way to look at this is, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but there might be somebody that does. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you do like it, go get it and have fun with it. I mean, there's so many options out there right now. I couldn't even imagine 10 years ago seeing this amount of EDFs or options out there. It's ridiculous.
Oh, no.
It's absolutely ridiculous. We live in a great time.
Check that out.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
there you have it right there, guys.
Yeah, we had a really good day out there today. It was nice to get out and have some fun. So,
well, hopefully we'll have some nice weather like that, and we'll be able to keep up and have some fun like that too.
To Utah.
Yeah, man. Hey,
that's what you really need to do. Come out here. We've got plenty of airplanes to fly. Let's just make a day out of it and just kill it.
Man, that'd be fun.
It's going to have to be a lot more than a day.
Yeah, I told him I'm up for it. But no problem. That's just an airplane ticket away, man.
More than a day.
Yep. Well, look, guys,
that's not a problem.
Look, we're gonna wrap up the show, man. We have been rocking and rolling for over an hour right now. So, yeah, man, I think it's time for us to shut this bad boy down. What do y'all think?
It's whatever the people want, man.
Thank you guys for letting me come on the show. I appreciate coming on here, whether or not I'm here for Banana Hobby or just BSing with you guys. So
no, man, it's fun. We just have fun. And also, you've got some really good airplanes right there that we can go and take a look at and everything. So, yeah, man, I think we're all done here. What do y'all think?
You know, there's going to be some people that won't be able to resist flying that thing at darn it 80-degree angle.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's definitely.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but hey, that's what they're gonna do. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna do it, film it.
Yep, there it is.
I prefer for a jet like that. I would prefer to see how the scale model actually acts with all its control surfaces And if I'm going to do any programming outside of their box, that's what it's going to be. So that I have actual surface movement that works more like the scale model. That's what I like to do with a lot of my mixes. Yeah, no, I got some throws that I can flip it or whatever, but that's about it. You know, I'm not too into, you know, carrying a plane down the runway at 90-degree angle, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
To each their own. If that's how they like to do it, guess what? That's how they like to do it.
Right.
Well, look, guys, I think we came, we saw, we conquered, and it's time to go home. What do y'all think?
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Hey, don't forget to check out Raleigh Hobby Shop. We got right there going down at the bottom down there. And make sure you check those guys out. They take care of us over here. And, you know, they're always just good, honest, hardworking people there at RaleighHobbyShop.com. Make sure you check them out. They got a full line of everything RC. So there we have it, guys. I hope y'all have a good one. And I think it's time for us to pop on out of here, man. What you think?
Deuces, guys.
All right, y'all take it easy.